little tasting notes today. So today we're doing tasting notes for probably the most special beer I make every year, probably the simplest beer I make every year, Pa's Lager, formerly known as Pa's Video Board Lager. And to new viewers, new readers, people who aren't familiar, we called it Pa's Video Board Lager because when Jenny and I first started homebrewing, what we did was every beer had a baseball-themed name. And so this beer was always brewed in honor of my grandfather, Pa Shalafor, who was a Heineken drinker. So this is based on Charlie Papazian recipe. I changed it from extract to all grain. Have kind of continually tweaked it over the years. But Pa Shalafor, he was a TV video repair person, repair technician, kind of a self-taught, almost electrical engineer. So in the mid-'70s, when they put the first video board in center field in Fenway Park, he helped design and build it. So we were able to kind of tie Pa Shalafor into baseball, and it was Pa's Video Board Lager, and we made a really cool label that showed the original video board under construction. Over time, we just kind of started calling it Pa's Lager because it's kind of informally what we called it. So this is a beer we brew every year. I try to brew it in time for our family Christmas get-together. And it's a very simple recipe, 100% Pilsner malt. The flavor comes from Liberty hops. Some years I do it as a smash 100% Liberty. Some years I'll use like Magnum or another kind of clean bittering hop, depending on what I have. But you want a clean bitterness. You want the kind of that noble, European, Hallertau type flavor and aroma. I played around with dry hopping it, not dry hopping it. I played around with single infusion mashes and step mashes. I think a two-step step mash really gives you the best result. Really kind of gives you that dry, that light body that this style should have, like a Heineken that's not skunked, or a Stella, something along those lines. So this year I used a dry lager yeast S23. I only used one pack. I think it needed two. Started a little slow, but it did ferment out nicely. Get that nice graham crackery Pilsner malt aroma. Then this year it was 100% Muntins Pilsner malt, of course. A little bit of green. A little bit of that kind of that sweetness you'd expect from a Pils. A little bit more fruity than last year, but still relatively clean and crisp. The clarity, this has been in the keg for over a month, so it is starting to clear a little bit. Not quite as crystal clear, as maybe would be ideal. It's got a, kind of a thin, foamy head. Fair retention for the style. For something light-bodied like this, you're probably not going to have that big frothy head. I think we have the carbonation kind of dialed in where it needs to be. You know what? Pretty good. I think Pa would love it if he was here. I'm sure he's here watching the Super Bowl right now. So in honor of the game, this is from Super Bowl 36. Super Bowl 36 champions. In honor of the first time we beat the Rams. What other glass am I going to drink out of? All right, everyone. Cheers. I have two more lagers. Basically, they're lagering. And I'll try to squeeze in one or two more before the weather gets too warm. Cheers and go Pats.